Welcome back, everyone.
Finally.
We had some technical difficulties.
So.
Everything was gone.
We had all the technical difficulties. But we're streaming now. Hopefully the sound is good. I'll have to check in sporadically.
We could have had one more. Like the mic could have stopped working.
Oh.
And the camera could
Oh
have
God.
Again.
I have said it now. Now it will happen.
Now it's gonna happen.
Yep, jinx.
So, not gonna fucking wood, guys. Last session, you guys. Oh yeah, right before we're gonna be playing, Vera's on the camera. Saw a bunch of shit jump. And Saike's not playing with us tonight, but I have the 5 of you, which is more than enough. Last session, you guys broke out of your prison cells whilst in the ziggurat within Chikona Hoadl. You broke free, killed a bunch of the guards there, and eventually made your way to the throne room where you faced off against the demonic oppressor of the city. Fighting her, eventually you managed to slay Zunaya, the Lady of Blades. Having taken the city back, the ziggurat is currently under control of mostly the prisoners and slaves. As you guys kind of like started scouring through the loot that Zunaya had within her throne room, Zelatin entered the resistance fighter that had helped you in the first place whenever you entered the city. You went to the throne to unlock a mechanism that would release the leader of Chikona Hoadl, the ones they were fighting for, the ones that Zunaya had overthrown. Eventually, the ground rose up, and from that stepped out of a cage a huge-sized, snakish creature with 2 strange, long, completely white arms, and not a single snake head, but many snake heads that seem to be kind of like follow in unison.
Apparently.
That's their old leader?
That's their old leader.
Okay.
Fuck these guys.
Wait, who's their old leader?
He's the entire parliament with all his heads.
He is the damn democracy. So Zelton kind of like moves back after they step out, and kind of like in whatever way that a creature that doesn't have legs can kneel, it kneels. So do most of the pure blood Yuan-Tis that came with Zelatin in the first place. You as a party are basically up on the throne room.
Would it be basically be? No, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, we want to talk about. We started
continue,
the game.
Would it be an N form, like?
No.
It's
more like a coil shape.
Okay.
You have a reference image of it.
No.
Yeah.
They coil and go down.
Yes.
Like it's not bowing, right? It's
No.
kneeling.
Yeah.
They're showing respect.
Yeah, so it's folding.
That's awesome.
No,
it's
it's
bowing.
coiling.
So what are they doing?
Yeah, that's
Okay, let me just
I was just trying
get
to
one strand of hair.
No, let's not do that. Let's just
Too
continue
late,
what we're
I
doing.
already ripped it out of my head.
We're not gonna get anywhere.
They go like this. They go so round and round and round, and then the top goes down.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
And if the head goes down, it's bowing.
Yeah.
It's submitting
Like
to
if
us.
the body is just going so coiling in circles.
No, it's fine. Just continue. I regret asking.
Yeah, no, the questions are valid. They kneel. Most of the left. If you're looking from the throne into the throne room, the left side is kneeling as well. The slaves are like not. They just went through quite a fight. Most of the ones that are still here are quite tough. They don't really seem to be very eager to kneel to this thing. Zelatin, however, rises once again.
What you reading?
Begins to speak to it, addressing it. Anathema, we have set you free, and Zunaya has been slain. Control of the city is ours, but for the real next step, to you. Kind of like all the heads in unison kind of like scan over the room, going, Zelatin back. All like I can't do that because I have one head, but all of the heads talk in unison.
Sorry. In which language do they do that?
This would be in Draconic.
Yes!
Zelatin has always been speaking in Draconic.
Yes! I understand
Um,
everything.
And which it responds going to Zelatin. Are you the one who slayed Zunaya? At which point he kind of like looks up at it and goes, it was not me. Luckily we had help of some rather strong slaves that Zunaya tried to keep. And with some help... So, as Zelatin kind of points towards your group, you're kind of like halfway like grabbing gold and like dividing it. All the heads kind of turn towards all of you and begin to speak in unison. Is that true? No, in Draconic.
Yes.
Yeah. I thumbs up.
Right.
But how did you understand?
No,
I have
tongues.
thumbs up.
Yeah, tongues
I
allows
can
you to understand everything as
and
well.
speak all languages.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
He goes, in that case, we are thankful. Kind of turns away from your party, looking back at the like large group of slaves and purebloods, and there's some abominations that are also like arriving, but there's like this awkward tension. The anathema kind of like looks back to Zelatin. So, these slaves of Zunaya aided in our escape, in our reconquering of the city. Zelatin goes, yes, and there is many of them, and only the skilled ones are left. Shit, we got internet again.
Yay!
There's tension in the room. The anathema turns back to your group and goes, so, what do you believe should be done next?
What the fuck are they saying?
They are asking what we should do. Well, we think should be the next move.
Yeah, because the half the throne
I don't
room
know.
is armed slaves, and the other half are his followers.
I don't know, drink some coffee together and like build
Civil War!
Ensure that the city is taken back completely.
That's probably a good part.
I think fighting at this point is pointless. I mean,
Wait, you're in.
well, I'm speaking in. You can
In
understand
tongues.
me. So
Everybody can
Oh, you-
understand
yeah, you-
everything.
oh,
he
you-
says.
oh.
I'm just
okay.
speaking in my normal,
Yeah.
common language.
Probably
but
dwarvish.
Probably, maybe, but who knows? Everyone can understand me, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Only fighting is not what we should be doing. This was to rebuild, if anything. Problem has been taken care of. And these slaves
Should all be freed.
have in fact freed you. Do you not owe them their freedom now?
What he said.
Kind of like looks over the group. Lizardman, Turtle, Grung, Taxi, Wanty, whatever you guys are.
Can't you tell?
Dwarf. Oh wait.
Can't you tell
Halfling.
what I am?
Kind of like turns towards most of the group, who's also like the slaves are not putting down their weapons in any mean. They seem to be eager to like not want to get back into chains. Zeltin kind of moves down
Or
those.
their side.
The anathema steps down those first few steps, going. We have always lived off of one another. War was always part of our culture. But the annihilation that Zunaya committed was never meant to be. The true gods appreciate life. To take it is a great sacrifice that should be revered. Zunaya took life without regard of its value, spilling blood not only of our enemies, but of our very own, kind of directing his attention towards the purebloods. Now, Chgona Waddle stands among the destruction and death To rule over nothing. Nothing at all. At the cost of our worshippers. No, sorry. Yeah, at the cost of our worshippers, forcing our very own to take up the roles of those we've always conquered. So many of us have died, or been led astray from the path of the gods, that our magic has dwindled. Without us, our gods wouldn't exist. Without them, we never would be. In our time of greatest need, those loyal to the true ways of our people have had to turn to those who we enslaved, who we called our enemies, for help. And despite the crimes committed against them by the Lady of Blades, they have answered the call and set us free. We have much healing to do, so it is fitting that the favor they granted us is returned. Those taken as trophies by the filth that claimed to be sent by the gods are hereby released of their bonds. We may never be allies, but we are enemies no longer. For those who wish to return home, you will be given safe passage and my blessing. Those who no longer have a home to return to because of the actions of the demon will be allowed to stay, free of chains. Those who fought here today, you will always have an ally in me and my people.
Cool.
At which point, there's like this silence and this like very awkward few claps, and a large group of the slaves that kind of just begin to pour out, but on the outer edges of that group, they're keeping an eye on all the Yuan-Tis. There's not many that stay behind, but there's some. Many of them begin to pour out. The anathema, they turn towards you, going, "The spoils of that demon are yours. As far as I'm concerned, none of this wealth is what I tend to care for. Take it as a token of appreciation."
Yay!
Dit gaat hem niet.
You all,
He's flirting with you.
Oh,
you all look rather
keen.
hurt. You are allowed to stay in Chikona Waddle to heal your wounds. However, as I said, because of the genocide committed against our people and the others, the magic of our gods has dwindled. I cannot aid you in this endeavor. I will have to go to the other... I'll have to go to the gates to convince the rest of my people that we must turn away from Zunaya's ways. Then the ziggurat is yours. Athena begins to slither down. Zelatin stays back for a moment, going
Give you some rest.
back in common. So, what would your next step be?
Oh, right.
We're looking for
Mountains.
someone. Yeah.
Yes, and we need some rest, but
Well,
Right.
They know Kieran, so.
As far as I'm aware,
right.
when Kieran requested to be set free, I managed to help him through getting him working on the fields, and from there he could more easily escape.
Mhm.
He had in talks about traveling east. The further of that I do not know. Oh, west, sorry.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wanted to say
west.
east.
And his partner
although-
was there as well, right?
Yes, Ice was there. Although of their true destination, I do not know.
But probably west.
Probably.
After a bit more.
There are chambers within the ziggurat that, well,
Aren't laced with poison.
Those would be
Not many, but some. Zunaya's
Poison
followers,
cats.
they used to have their own rooms. As the anathema told you, they granted you access to every part of the ziggurat. You can find yourself some rooms to rest in for the day.
Which way would those rooms be?
You come out of that door, so that door, most likely.
Good point,
Do
actually.
you have a map or like a?
Of the place? No,
Yeah.
I do not. I myself am not... I have a house inside the city. I do not live in the ziggurat.
Yeah, well, Ziggurat, it's a bit of a maze. You could use a map.
I wish you much of luck.
It's also safer.
That too. Don't
Is
switch
that
any
like-
levers. If you don't switch any levers, you should be okay.
Right.
Unless
touch
it's a
all
lever that
levers.
requires to open the door.
No.
I can...
How can we tell the difference between a lever that shouldn't be pulled versus a lever that should be used to open a door?
I can ask some of my men that are familiar with the layout. Perhaps they can help.
Okay.
Well, if we pull it and poison comes, then we know that.
And then we can unpull it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. I'll look for somebody to guide you. They move down to like the
They'll be
largest
smart.
room of pure blood. Basically, the rest of the day, considering you guys are fucked up, you are given a room in the ziggurat that is not made for your size. It's made for quite bigger individuals, as the Yuan-Tis are larger than you, just taller with their tails and everything.
Damn, I'm drowning in the bed.
Yeah, so they're big beds. They're relatively uncomfortable. They don't seem to care about that as much. But you are given time to rest and free access, at least within the ziggurat. And if you want to leave the city, you can. Because we started so late. Is there anything anybody wishes to do today? Because you guys broke free relatively early.
Big
in the
rest.
True.
Take it easy.
I will rest the zero way. In the library.
There doesn't seem to be a library once you ask about it. They don't have that here.
Stone tablets. What's it?
There is like mosaic murals, but mainly art, not really something you can read.
Damn.
They weren't that literate.
Keep knowledge?
But did you guys
You're just
take?
gonna teach them how to keep the knowledge.
Yes, I'm gonna teach them how to write.
By the way,
And read.
those mountains, right?
I'm gonna start impromptu elementary school.
Sure.
Those mountains, right?
There's.
What about the mountains?
Look over there, like.
Are the mountains covered in snow?
Yeah.
Well, there's mountains that are quite high up. Tend to. There was snow on the peaks.
So my point is, like, we don't have any like tents or people to deal with us, right?
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure I bought some. We did something before we went off.
I feel like I
Yeah,
bought
for the jungle and for
clothing.
the
And for the.
no
For the
the
desert.
For the desert,
but not,
Yeah.
but not for
mountains.
snow.
Right, yeah.
So before we freeze to death, should we call on? Look in the city or like call up. We still have the branch for Thorben.
Oh, Torben Thunder Ties.
Yeah, Thorben.
Yeah, that's the one. In his little spandex.
That's how it
That's
sounds when he spawns.
Thorben Thunder
when he,
Thunder
when he
Ties.
teleports in.
Yeah. Just slaps his thighs together.
Yeah.
No.
Smack it.
He does
It's a
big,
weird somatic
when you
component.
summon him, he does a big squat and jumps to where you are.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
With those thunder thighs.
Jump really high.
Thorben Thunder Tide.
No, but for the sake of brevity, because we started late, if there's nothing else you guys want to do in the city for that day, you guys will be given a long rest.
No.
Just to abbreviate kind of what happens throughout the day, you're given access to the ziggurat. There are some slaves that kind of like linger in like small groups.
Did we start looting the place?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
Makes sense.
yeah, this just got scouring everything, and in the rest of the ziggurat there is some more treasure here and there to be found by them. Although the throne room was the main display of power. There's also like the thing you get is that
There were
over a longer period of time, the people outside the other abominations, the one that followed Zunaya, kind of begin to fall in line, and there's some that begin to enter the ziggurat.
there were like big murals, right?
Yeah.
Can I take one of those squares?
You have like something to pry it out with.
I think so.
When we have the time, I'd like to search the building to see if there's a teleportation circle around here somewhere.
Make an investigation check.
I have a miner's pick.
I mean, yeah, that would do it.
I mean,
You
you
destroy
want me
part
to
of the
help
mural,
with
but
that?
yeah.
Yeah, Zara
shovel.
can help me with that, I guess.
Wait, I got that
No, you're
dagger.
giving the reading lessons, you said.
Yes, I'm
I got that
doing
dagger.
impromptu elementary school.
Yeah, but if you want to help, go for it.
Yes.
Do you have a crowbar?
Yes.
Wow, it's great. I rolled a 3.
So 2.
I'll take a crowbar from George
No,
and
plus
just like
one.
try one.
One thing at a time.
No, sorry.
The crowbar, you can right then you have one mosaic from.
Hell yeah.
It's up to you which color you want. There's mainly green, blue, red, and yellow.
Great.
What's the rarest one?
Rarest is red.
I think a red one.
I rolled a 2 plus 1 since my jack of all trades.
Mhm.
It's plus 2, so I have a plus 1 and it's a 3 total.
Okay, what'd you roll?
22.
22.
Yep.
At one point, there is being small of stature, you eventually find a door that is locked. But through the small crack in the bottom, you can see that it's mainly empty, aside from some kind of like engraving in the ground. You're not sure. You can see that it's there, just not exactly what it is. That's from like you peering underneath, and the dark vision helps a lot. But the door is locked.
Can I open the door?
No, it's locked.
Yeah.
So pick
You
it
open
up.
the lock.
Yeah, can I pick
Go
up
ahead and
the
try.
lock?
Try your lock.
Is there any way? What if we unmute ourselves there? What happens then?
I think we are muted.
Wait, yeah, 'cause she can't hear us right now, right?
I don't think so. She
Hey,
was just
okay,
like,
unmute
oh.
us.
If you unmute us there, you
Go-
need
go
to
ahead and roll.
Really
Sure.
press. Yeah.
Hi, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm back.
I mean, no, my computer is not. We've just we've been able to hear and see you,
Yeah.
but just not hear you, or you can hear us. So all that like singing you were doing, we got that. It's on camera.
Nice.
Alright, what'd you get?
29.
Yeah, you relatively easy. Now being familiar with these locks, they seem to have the same trick where if you failed it, you would have been zapped with lightning. You manage to open up the lock. It's a relatively big one, and there you enter into a small room that has a teleportation circle, but there's like this large crack in the center of it.
Oof.
So it's broken.
You can see the entirety of the circle. There's
Yeah.
just a big crack across the middle.
Can I think the crack like being broken, or should we test it then?
Make an Arcana check.
I also make a check.
That's cursed.
Okay.
Having technical
Wait, what
difficulties.
happened now? Okay,
Arcana
so I muted that. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, so I muted that.
I hear you like 4 times.
Okay, then you gotta mute on your end. You gotta mute one of us. Preferably mute me and not the laptop that we're looking at you from. Okay,
I believe you.
you made an Arcana check.
Can I also make one of those?
Yes.
And 9. It's a bit better, but
That doesn't tell you a whole lot about a 5th level spell.
15.
That's just enough. Because that 15 is like 10 plus 5 the level of the spell, you know. You kind of know how it works a little bit. Because you've traveled with one, you can cast it, but it's more like from the feeling that you do it.
Vibe.
Yeah, it's more the vibe check rather than
It's
the
more
specific arcane knowledge.
I'm just very
Uh,
knowledgeable about the
you're smart.
arcane.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
you just kind of
doing
like feel the magic and it works.
Yeah.
You know why it works. The crack in the middle makes it usable, yes, but it's more akin to a regular teleport spell. That there's a chance that you might end up fuck off somewhere else. Like in the neighborhood, it's just like if you use this, you'll have to roll on the same table that you do as the teleport spell, allowing you to appear a mile off, a little bit off, way off, or just suffer damage because you didn't teleport right.
Okay.
But it
There's
works.
always a risk.
The same thing happens if you try to teleport to this one.
So from and to, it's also always a risk.
Always a roll.
Okay.
Unless it gets fixed, bro.
Unless it gets fixed.
Can we fix it? Can we
Yes,
ask them to
we
fix
can.
it?
I mean, it takes
I'm gonna fix it.
to make one. You have to cast it in the same location every day for a year. So yes, you can fix it. You can redo it.
But
In
then
a
we have
year.
to stay here for a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we also teach
Can
someone?
we just do mending a whole lot on the ground?
Yeah, but that doesn't get the magical effect to get back up. It's only the ground thing. But we can teach maybe someone here who is able to
Give you 2
cast
gems.
teleportation circle to
Yes.
mend it.
I'm already teaching them to read and write anyways.
Can I? Are there any spellcasters who can cast 5th level spells here?
Can we ask around?
Left.
Your main point of contact would be Zelatin, who would still be around in the ziggurat.
Can we?
Which, the moment you ask him that, he goes, there's some of us that are familiar with the arcane. I myself am not. I also do not know anybody specifically who worked on that. There was one. She joined Sanaya, and I'm pretty sure you killed her.
Well, she's deserved it anyways.
Yeah, and I didn't want her to learn what
There
we
may be somebody around who can either learn how to, or somebody who can... I'll ask the anathema about it, but at the moment, large distance travel, I think, is not one of our main priorities.
No, I understand it's not, but I'm collecting these places where we have been, and where we can go back to, and we could be able to help you if we could teleport over here without having a risk. Because my little friend here thinks there's always a risk if we want to travel to here or from here.
Okay.
Because of a crack in the ground.
Right, yes,
And
that makes
that's
sense.
why we want to fix it, and I guess we can fix it while casting a spell every day a whole year long. And we want to see if there's someone here who can do that.
If there's somebody who's familiar with the spell, I assume they know this knowledge.
Yeah, it's a higher level spell. It's called Teleportation Circle. But I don't know if there are any spellcasters of that type left.
Me neither, but I'll get on it, see if the anathema can be convinced to repair it, and maybe if you want to travel here without risk, somehow send a word before you teleport, so we can maybe tell you whether or not we have repaired it.
Okay. It's always an idea.
But I'll keep it in mind.
I'll go back to elementary school teachings. This was just a peace story for me.
Yep.
So, the day eventually is yours. Is there anything you guys wanted to do?
Not necessarily. Yeah.
Okay, Angie, anything you wanted to do specifically?
Take in the sights.
Destroy some of
the
the
face of
architecture.
monument.
Yeah. Angie, anything you wanted to do?
Stuff.
We can't hear you.
No.
Okay, there you go.
I was waiting before someone started talking again. So.
Okay, well, here we go. Nobody else wants to do anything. In that case, you all finish your long rest, at the end of which you gain the benefits from your boons.
Yes!
Beans.
How many children have I taught how to read and write?
None. It takes a little longer than a day to
Damn
teach
it!
somebody to read and write. But a base understanding of their ABCs. There is a few Yuan-Tis, mainly purebloods, that were working in like the kitchens and such, that have spent the time in elementary school with you.
Yes!
They have low IQ.
I would like to ask you a couple of things, considering you guys got different boons. I need to update this little sheet that I have that says
I
all
will
the
not
stuff.
specify which languages I taught because I want George to be surprised when I speak
Okay,
them.
so yours I'll just write down. But you took the linguist feat, right? So you have
Yes.
3 extra languages.
And I can make ciphers. I don't get a plus
The,
one on
all
the-
languages you spoke that weren't part of your feat, which are those?
Those were Common, Draconic, Elvish, Sylvan, Gnomish, and Marcedian.
Jesus Christ.
Common, Draconic, Sylvan, Elvish?
Elvish, Gnomish, and Marcedian.
No.
That's
Yeah.
an awful lot.
Because I didn't have
Gnomish
Marcedian
too.
nor Gnomish on here yet. And then the
Gnomish
new
was from
ones.
your friend, and Marcedian you were learning by the book.
Yeah, I also learned Gnomish by myself.
Yeah, but also by your friend.
No, I
Barbadoof,
learned
right?
it before I went to Barbadoof because I knew I was gonna go to Barbadoof.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to reprint this card because it doesn't fit all in there. It has to be very awkwardly fit in there, but there's a bunch of languages there. You took
Second chance.
second chance.
Yeah.
Which changes what exactly?
My dexterity got a +1, so I have a dexterity for.
Does that
from
increase your
16.
AC?
Yes. No, not my AC. It's my AC is
18.
19.
19.
Because I'm wearing my half-plate armor. And that's,
Right, you're wearing half plate. There we
yeah,
go.
and that's 17 plus a shield is 19.
Yeah.
It does something for my dex, which
Your
is for
dexterity
my
saving throw.
which is for my saving throw skills and attack rules. My dexterity saving throw right now is a +7.
Yes. Okay.
And I have a bit
Angie,
of
you took spells, so nothing changes
Yes.
for you there. Bess, I know.
I don't.
Yes, no, wait. Bess took the telekinetic feat.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
With their increasing their wisdom to +0, so that makes their saving throw a +4 instead of +3 because they're proficient. Okay, George, you took
I took
resilient, which increases your dexterity saving throw from 0 to
+5.
Jesus Christ. Because your dex also increased.
Yes.
Okay. And Chloe, you took durable,
No. I took Dwarfish Fortitude,
dwarfish fortitude, right?
which increases my constitution, making my AC
16?
16 now. Also increasing my health by 10.
1 second. 16. Your health is 104. I have here.
114 now.
It's now 114. Okay. Anything else changes?
Yeah, I can. When I take the dodge action in combat.
Yeah, okay,
I
the
can
feature.
do- But
Yeah, no. For these little cards, there's nothing else that changes.
No.
This says your passive perception and such.
no.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
my
cool.
constitution save increases by +1, so
Yeah.
that's a 8 + 8 now.
Angie,
Yes.
I have your base AC written down here as 12. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Yeah, that's without
no,
mage
it's-
armor or anything.
It's 11.
It's 11. Okay.
Yeah.
Even lower.
But
The-
with the magic items I have, it becomes a 12.
Yeah. If you use the magic items, it becomes higher.
Yeah, but because of the blood vial, I believe.
No, the blood file increases your spell save DC and spell attack.
That's
I think it's the dress of defense that gives you a bonus.
Dress?
Yeah. Gives you a base +1, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's how you get to 12. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it was only a 5th level spell.
Bruh.
It's on the right chair. I can't reach it.
Okay. In that case, we updated everything.
I almost updated my own inventory.
You can do that too, I guess.
Because I have a lot of
Yep.
stuff.
But I'll have to reprint it, thanks to you. Um,
I will learn more languages.
I'll
even.
make space. So,
At the end, you can make it small again, because then it just says all.
all. Yeah.
Unless you invent new languages.
Yes, I will just start my own languages.
Hell yeah.
But you guys can take a full long rest, not a travel long rest. So you can take a full long rest.
Nice.
Yeehaw!
So, is there anything you guys want to do the following morning?
Oh,
Otherwise, with
boil
the
some
bless.
water to get my thingies back.
Over it. Otherwise, with the blessing of the anathema, you are allowed to leave.
Hey.
Although, from some of the abominations that you pass on the street, you get a bit of a stink eye.
Why, they don't know us.
A lot of them do know you, actually.
Alright, from
I
the
just-
thingy.
I'll
Yeah.
just be
We
like,
don't know them.
A lot of them saw you fight in the arena. Now
they-
it's like, oh, these slaves of ours are leaving.
I am
Give
better than you are.
You say that to them?
Yes.
Damn, okay.
No, she just has a sign up in the air that's following her.
I'm better than you.
I wrote it down in the sky.
There's a few people that want to smack you, you can see that. They don't, but they want to.
Join show.
Yeah, of course.
You want kids?
So, boiling water. Anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah.
By the way, I need
Also
somebody
give-
to roll a d6
Also giving some people like temporary hit
Then I
points.
roll d6.
for the weather.
Yeah, I will also make a note that for my teleportation circle thingies that
You have to roll on the teleport table.
yeah, that we need to roll on it.
Send
because-
message to ask
and
if
that
it's
we
still
need to
broken.
and we need to send the we need to use the sending spell to ask if it's still broken.
If you're wise.
What
If
day
you
is
want
it?
to travel to it.
It is currently, I found out that that was a day off. What did you roll?
4.
4. It is currently, let's see, the party leaves Chacona Huadl. That happens on the 20th of December. Or the 20th
So
of
when
the...
month did we leave?
You left... Where? The like at Pomoria or at Illinois?
Illinois, I think.
You left Illinois?
Like, how many days did we travel already?
Well, you left Illinois on the 20th of the month before. 31 days. This will be the 31st day.
Soon it will be my birthday again.
Yeah.
I'll be 5.
What was the weather? Sorry. I forgot.
4.
4. Okay, 4 means cloudy.
I'm almost an adult.
With no effect, but it feels warm. So, a relatively comfortable day.
That's nice.
I also would like for somebody else to roll.
Can I just ask?
Yeah.
The place where we've been. What should I write? What should I write it down
Where?
for
It's
the
up to you.
for the teleportation circle?
The name of the city.
Like what?
Chacona Huadl?
How do I spell?
That's a good question. I'll
Nobody knows.
I'll text
You're
it to
right.
you.
Okay,
Yes.
that's great.
There you go. Time. Where is... Right, I would like for somebody to roll 2d4.
Yeehaw.
Oh, should have brought your dice.
I have a...
That's 2 1s, I think, yes. So a 2.
2 1s. I would like for you to roll a regular d4.
Whoa. That's a 2.
Very well. Your day of travel goes by relatively uneventful. At one point, whenever you take a short break, somebody climbs up in the trees or looks over a bit of a hill, you see on the horizon, rising above the canopy of the jungle, distant mountains as you are getting close. By the way, sorry, reel back one sec. When you leave Chacona Huadl, you take the western road, which eventually curves a little bit further southward than you're comfortable with, but you follow it nonetheless, before eventually it ends. It ends in a larger open space with stone decorative pillars around a large, very familiar portal.
Not portal!
As you recognize this side, on the western side of Chacona Huadl, to be the area where you guys came out here after you came through the treasure.
Yeah, with the
I
beholder.
knew it! I knew it!
With the beholder.
No,
No.
It was correct!
you stepped.
I am so smart!
Most of you forced your way out of this portal whenever it was on the other side not activated, causing everybody except I think Angie to like faint, like fall
And sleep.
unconscious or
Yes.
paralyzed or something for a while.
Yeah, we fall unconscious or sleeping.
Oh.
Yeah, I was correct.
I don't have
That's the one.
I
knew
remember
it. I did the work.
You now recognize that area as to be here. The fact that there was a blood portal was spoken of before, and this seems to be it. This seems to also have been the one that Zunaya, according to Zelatin, would have come out of.
They're connected to the wheel with like the...
No, if you step in through here, you would step into the room with the horde mimic, the dead horde mimic. That was connected to
that
the
was
room
connected
with the
to, like-
inevitable,
Yeah.
and that room was connected to the
Makes
one with
sense.
the
That's what we thought.
portal to the abyss.
Yeah, that's what we thought. That's why the abyss was open.
Freaking notes that I still have because I'm
We
proud
know.
of
Okay, we know it. You figured it out.
I feel like.
I mean, that was...
You encounter that before you continue on your trip.
But yeah,
So
I mean, we have switched out the thing, but we didn't take the. Did we take the crystal to close the?
no,
Yeah,
there was a
because we
giant pearl in
couldn't.
there, and you didn't take it out.
because we couldn't.
I don't think we could.
It had to be left open on one of the portals.
I just feel like.
Yeah, you just pressed it and it deactivated it.
Yeah, if you pressed it, deactivate.
Yeah, and you did that, but we
You
don't
want to
know if
go
it
back?
stayed deactivated.
Nah, not now.
Oh yeah, we'll go back later. I
But
wanna
if
find
the
out what's
demons are
fucking-
like coming in here and doing this kind of stuff, that's pretty bad. We closed off.
I mean,
probably
technically, we switched it all the way to Mount Celeste and then we pressed it,
Yeah,
so
maybe-
the open would still be on Mount Celeste.
Who knows? Maybe angels are spewing out of it now, doing the opposite thing.
Would you be mad about that?
Maybe more of them will come out and finally talk to you.
He's been talking to me.
Really? What has he been saying then?
He's
Yes.
also been talking to me.
We've had other mind guests before.
Oh well, so far my have been right. Your city, mountain range. That's been accurate so far.
That was a spell, though.
And from whom did I get that spell?
I don't know.
From Moradin.
What am I?
He also talks to me.
Sure he does.
He says we should have more candy for dinner more often.
I don't think that's what he did.
Yes, you did.
Make a deception check with disadvantage. Make an insight check. No, just.
Well, the bar is
Yes.
gonna set low.
Yes, but nice.
What's your deception?
But regardless, I think
Where's
we'll...
deception? That's a 1.
What did you get?
10.
Yeah, there's nobody.
I mean, if I
rolled a two.
didn't have advantage,
He rolled a 2.
disadvantage, then it was still the 1 because the disadvantage was the big die that rolled well.
Fair.
I'm just busting your balls.
That was funny, come on.
A valiant effort.
Yes. But he does talk to me, he just didn't say that specifically.
Right.
Besides on the volcano. What is
I
it
don't
spoke
remember
to me
that.
then?
I don't remember much of that.
He did. Eventually.
We should have candy for dinner more often.
What do you want to get candy?
You do not eat
I do
candy
have, like,
from
a-
planet.
I have like a candy.
Oh, you can.
Yes.
Oh, it's more like tea.
I'll be honest, I've never
stores-
eaten candy.
The store should, man.
Thanks for you.
We didn't have it back at the forge, and it never really, during our travels, came up to eat candy.
Oh, I should have brought candy
I'm
with
gonna
me
take
after
you-
we stopped.
Yeah,
I would think you're.
and get you candy, because you
Isn't
don't
the
hang out
silver
with me
one like-
enough. 'Cause I always get candy during
Don't
my
they
during
get,
my
like-
travels in cities.
Yeah, we eat
I just
lots
don't
of candy in,
tell you about it, because then you would
Hamilton.
take my candy away.
Don't they get like decently amount of coin? The Soul Forge.
It has nothing to do with coin, it's just candy when it wasn't really
Wasn't it-
allowed.
Was it
Oh,
allowed?
it's like those
Oh.
crystals you need to bite on and then
Yeah.
you break your teeth.
It's like
on,
it's
right?
like rock candy, the
Yeah.
jawbreakers. That's the only
Yeah.
candy they had. That's only the upper levels.
I get some
Damn.
for my secret
Upper
candy
levels,
stash and give it.
Aw.
I get some candy for my secret candy stash and give it to her.
Well,
It's
we
just-
can get you
Here.
some candy from
Candy.
Bumbleton.
It's a finger.
No, that's my secret snack stash.
I just don't remember a lot of candy stores generally in Copenhagen.
I'll take you to
No,
the candy
it's
shop.
not.
Take this,
I'll let
please.
you live.
Like we have bakeries, but they don't make candies, right? That
And I give him the
Sweet.
smallest piece ever, but it's normal for Zera.
what does Zero give?
Yeah, what is it?
I give you some hard candy that you need to suck on, and then once it gets softer, it has a chewy base.
George just
Just bites through it.
oh, that's
It's
awful.
not sour.
Why is it so hard?
It's home.
Because you need to keep it in your mouth and soften it up, and then once it's softened, you can chew it, and then it's like it's chewy and yum 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 yum.
You want me on?
Otherwise, have
Just
this
try it.
piece.
No.
And I just give him a piece of caramel fudge. It is caramel. It's soft. You'll like it.
Really nice. Just like angels peeing on your tongue.
No, not like that.
That is the worst analogy I've ever heard of something being good.
Well,
This-
you like angels, right? So eat it.
No,
I don't.
nothing like what
Not
he
like
says.
that.
It is soft,
That's
soft and chewy, and it will make you feel happy. And it's very sweet.
What about those things? Get a forge to stay away from those things.
They make your teeth fall out.
No, only if you eat that too much.
But what if I get addicted?
You won't. And if you do, then I will
Yeah,
not give
what
you
if you
more.
better
And I will
drink
not tell you where you can get it.
Stop smoking.
It's candy, it's not
Make you
cocaine.
Why is it sticky?
Because it's caramel.
It's supposed to be.
Because it's angels being on your mouth.
Just eat it!
I'll eat it later.
I'm not giving up until I found the perfect candy for you!
I'm not very hungry right now.
It should be very fresh, I guess. Something like mint or
I
something.
don't like sucking on things.
You should
You
buy
don't?
I
it.
give him!
I don't have the patience for that.
And I give him a piece of
Schoolkrijt.
Oh,
Piece of chalk.
That's just chalk.
No, eat
Now
it!
you're just messing with me.
Baby chalk.
Schoolkrijtdropjes.
Baby chalk. Yeah.
Not sticky.
If you don't eat it, I will.
I already ate it.
It's
Did
the
you-
chalk.
Did you grab the caramel fudge?
Something. I like it.
You overhyped it.
I will find the candy you like.
I don't like this one.
Alright. This one. And I give him gummy worms.
Now you're just
Wouldn't have
kidding.
they gone bad?
Now you're just kidding me. That's just insects.
No! They don't even look like actual worms.
Look, all this. I don't know how long you've kept that in there, but
Oh, that's not good at all.
I mean, candy is... All my candy is basically just sugar.
Sugar. Yes,
It's
please.
You
like
can keep your
sweet
candies. I
and
don't like them.
disgusting.
I don't like candies. I just don't like them, I think. More candy for you! Not good.
We will find your candy.
One for me.
So, but if you don't wish to interact with the plot portal, you guys continue your travel, eventually spotting the tips of the mountains on the horizon. But aside from that, your day goes by relatively uneventfully. You guys begin to set up camp and get ready for another rest. Are you guys taking watches?
yes,
I guess so.
Whose watches?
take a watch. I don't mind which.
I will also take
watch.
one.
A Rolex.
And I'm also taking.
Yes, I'll take a roll.
Okay, so who's taking first watch? Because I'm
I
confused.
will.
You will? Okay,
Yes.
who's taking second watch?
I will.
Okay.
Two of you?
Take last watch.
Last
That's good.
Okay.
Fine watch.
First watch. I'd like to make you have a little perception check.
Yes.
Fine watch.
I will have this watch with my jet dragon.
Go for it.
I have one question.
Yeah.
I've written down
Oh
for
no.
the teleportation circle that we should also message for Nestrin's tower.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why wasn't it?
Because he
Because he
won't
doesn't
allow you
want-
to teleport in if you don't.
Right.
Because he doesn't like unannounced visitors.
Which is
Oh,
fair.
speaking of
You
watches,
can teleport without going to without talking to the watchers if you really want to.
Yeah,
Speaking to
I know
watches,
with
yeah,
Watchers
let's do
it's
that.
heavily guarded, so we should
heavily-
use
It is-
standing for that.
It is.
It's-
it is
it's
quite,
rigged.
It's quite an explosive entrance.
Yeah.
It's your last entrance.
Anyways, that was the 15.
George wants to like turn the hourglass and sort of like get that back in a loop,
Sure. You
Try.
can do that.
keep track of time.
But your first watch.
15.
15.
I only also have a
You
watch.
remain in front of the fire. Your dragon spotting around for you. You know, catching up on some light reading of probably something abyssal. Or
So glad I can read this all now.
but your watch goes by uneventfully. Ba-doom. This is my. Yep. Anyways, after that, second watch.
Yeah.
The two of you make perception checks, please. And you.
Both of us.
Yes. So
18.
4
18?
plus, let's see, that's a 10.
10. Okay.
I'm just writing in a journal.
Instead, you're keeping out an eye,
Yeah.
which goes.
Light amplifying glasses are
Yeah.
on.
Which you don't want to look directly into the light, into the fire. But yeah, your watch, keep a good eye out. Beginning of your watch at least is relatively quiet. Unless there's anything you guys want to do.
Writing in a journal.
Yeah.
Unless you want to talk to
What are you writing about?
today.
Oh, so you keep track of whatever we encountered.
Yeah. Yeah, just in case we find something, I can note it down. I can then add it back into a map.
Farah, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Because
You're sitting so still.
all of this hasn't been mapped out
Sorry.
yet, and if we find something like that's worthwhile getting back to, it's good if when we got there. So we can
Yeah. And the guy we're looking for, is he a friend of yours?
yeah, friend, mentor. He when I worked for him a little bit together with Ice. On expedition together, well, me, him. Which went about as well as you would have expected.
Yeah.
The constant arguing, so he was like, I'll just stick to the one. So it's quite just weird why he didn't get back. But like Ice probably told us more lies.
Yeah, that really rhymes. Maybe I should write it down.
You could. How's it going with the songs?
It's pretty good, actually. I've written almost songs about everyone, but I'm looking for a good rhythm for, I guess, a song to sing about all of us at one time. And it's hard, because if you want to write a song about one person, it's like a bit themed, but I am looking for a rhythm that fits all of us, the group. And that's something I'm still working on. But hey, the rest is okay, so. Yeah. You wanna know what yours sounds like?
Later. When you finish that. I don't know when you're done.
Okay. Your watch goes by eventually waking up George.
George!
Get
Wake
up!
up!
That's unnecessarily aggressive.
Get up! You need to take watch.
I'm gonna hit my anvil the entire time.
I want you
That makes me
to
sleep.
make a perception check.
A perception check.
Yes.
I shall.
Yikes.
That was a dragon's fault.
What'd you get?
17. It's not that bad.
You begin to ping on your anvil something that your companions no longer wake up from, as they have gotten quite used to the sound.
It helps me sleep.
You kind of like keep an ear out, but mainly focus on whatever you're working on.
Keep an ear out. Ping.
Probably close to the flame of the fire, kind of like illuminating the area around you. You kind of like begin to go into like almost, you're not paying that much attention to it. You kind of like go into like this focus state. I would like for everybody except for George to leave the table, please.
Oh no.
Including, you're gonna have to mute, or I'm gonna have to mute. How do we do that?
Yeah. I'll mute.
I can just mute here.
What if I do this? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh,
No, I can't hear anything.
fine,
I'm
great.
muted.
Great.
Then you can mute yourself as well. Oh wait, you did. Alright, everybody else, get the fuck out.
You
Okay.
should ask so nicely.
That was
Easy.
nice, wasn't it? Get the fuck out.
Look, it's a time of endearment.
Good luck.
Yeah, it is.
Heavy.
Of course.
Don't kill him.
Or
If
do.
you do, tell us. I wanna
Heavy
watch.
is the ass that drops down low. Wiser words were never spoken, right? Hi, I just wanted to get them out. How are you feeling? This is the end of session bias.
That's the worst friend I've ever gotten. Is it that bad? Is it that...
It would have been pretty funny though. Get the fuck out.
Oh man, yeah, I thought you were pretty cute.
I thought you were pretty cute. Alright, I gotta check if this music is the right one. So, you begin to like kind of tunnel vision focus on your work, eventually drowning most everything, if not completely everything out. Your vision kind of becomes blurry and you blink. And the moment you open your eyes again, you're not in the jungle working on the forge. You are laying nearly starfished out in this middle of a large grass field.
Is it night?
No, it's day.
Oh no.
Kind of like laying there. You are wearing your armor, but like the bare minimum. You're wearing the chest piece and the shoulder pieces, but not the full arm plates. You have your hammer with you. If you feel that at a quick touch, while you're still kind of like staring up at the sky.
Sort of roll around and start getting
Yeah,
up.
you push yourself up. You see a large open grass field with the edge of a forest in the distance. And over this field, a tall mountain casting a dark shadow. The sun seems to be rising on the other side of it. Around you, taking a closer look, you see trampled grass, creating small dirt footpaths that converge on a dirt road in the distance. That seems to be leading towards the mountain, all kind of like coming together.
George will follow it. There's nothing moving that same direction.
Not at the moment, no.
How many
The
paths are like joining together?
hundreds, if not thousands, just all kind of like coming from different spaces, all kind of like merging together. As you begin to walk, you kind of like begin to trample the grass yourself a little bit.
Is there anything recognizable?
About the location, make a perception check. Recognizable? No, it's not. It's not somewhere you've been before. The area around you, however, gives the vaguest like. It's calm and serene. It doesn't put you at the area itself doesn't necessarily, the loneliness perhaps, but not the area itself puts you at an uncomfortable position. There's no creatures or beasts you see, no insects, no birds. Just the area and the slight breeze that kind of waves some of the blades of grass. Okay, but nothing you recognize. It seems familiar though. It's a strange feeling of belonging whilst not recognizing it.
You right for the grass. Apparently it's been walked 100.
The moment you come to the dirt itself, it's trampled, flat, dry dirt, like many roads you've seen before, all kind of like leading towards this area where it slowly goes up before eventually going towards a path that seems to curve onto the mountain itself. And as you begin to walk, a voice in your head, familiar one. I'm impressed. The extent you went through to aid people not your own, despite their moral transgressions, affirms to me that my judgment did not falter. You freed them from an oppression that accidentally came to be thanks to their own choices. The path you've been following now goes up to this mountain, becomes slightly thinner. Less and less footsteps around you seem to be having taken this path. And the dirt beneath you becomes a little softer. Every footprint that you leave, leaving a more clear impression on its own. Wait. Soon, our own people must be set free. Now a voice you recognize as one you've heard twice before. Set free of the consequences of choices of my own making. But not any dwarf can do this. There must be one to lead them, to show them the growth that our people can yet achieve, and wield the light that must shine in the darkness to come. This champion, worthy of legend, is what I intend to forge you into. You have taken the first steps, but you have a choice. To accept this responsibility, or to let another walk that path. As you turn around the corner of the mountain itself, you see two paths. One that continues up higher into the mountain, but it increases drastically in its incline. Another that curves down and flows gently back to the grass field. You see many footsteps that have taken either path. But significantly less than when you started.
I have not been doing the things I've done alone, though. Most of it is thanks to your gifts I've granted. I assume I'm not the first. Pretty odds I am the last. Maybe a pretty awkward time you like sort of contemplate it.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder a bit. Eventually you'll walk the path that seems to go.
You begin the climb, which at one you don't necessarily have to like completely climb a sheer wall, but at some point it's like the tendency to want to fall over and use a hand just to get over a slightly steeper part than any other is there. And not long after you chose that path, snow begins to appear. And the amount of tracks left in the snow are reduced drastically. Eventually, leaving only a single set that guides you, that goes ahead of you. Continue.
Kind of footprints.
Similar to yours. Lighter, stockier, dwarfish, clearly. The voice comes back again. If you accept this purpose, you must know the footprints that mark the end of the path you are treading. The ones you must surpass to reach its end. Not far ahead of you, the track stops. The other tracks stop. And the only thing that you can see ahead of you is the dark side of the mountain and difficult to traverse through snow that separates you from the mountain's peak. That's where the other footprints stop. No one has ever tread before. Learn what they knew and of their mistakes. Become the legend that they never could. Step forward. Okay. Continue for a while. At some point, you look up from the snow that swallowed your legs up to the knee. You see a valley of white, with 2 elevations on either side. Beneath the snow that covers it, you see the vague shapes of dwarvish houses. You are no longer on that mountain, but the sun shines bright here. It's an area you've seen, I think, once before. And you were gifted your hammer. See? What was once a small dwarvish outpost has now been covered in snow. The voice continues. Before you continue your ascent to guide many to their futures, perhaps there is another that could use your help. One that themselves has forsaken their freedom to serve a power greater than them. But unlike many, the choices that one with power should grant their followers have not been given to them. Show them the light, show them the freedom and the choice they have never been given before. Whether that be to stay part of the collective, or perhaps find fulfillment in an individual. Service is requested rather than demanded. Vision kind of begins to fade back, stepping back from whatever this area in that you are. Kind of you feel yourself pulled back from this destination, and pulled back even further from the peak of the mountain. Vision reveals a holy symbol of Moradin. You're intimately familiar, seen among many people. And as a shadow of your vision pulls away, it reveals a small black kobold clutching it in their hands. As Bess, treasuring it, curled up in their bedroom. At which point, you open your eyes again, laying back in the grass, this time jungle, darkness, some light from a fire, but some strange noises as you hear snapping twigs as large shapes are moving. You sit up, look, and you see 2 large, vaguely humanoid shapes that create this weird silhouette. Like they're large. They're not just large. They're huge. Like bigger than an ogre. More like you have to think like giant size, like hill giant size. They seem to be not necessarily on their knees, but a little lower. And 2 of them are with half their arms, or each of them half their arms into one of the tents. And that's where we're gonna have to get everybody else back.
Right.
I need you to come back.
Ja?
Ja.
Oké, mooi. Was het een goede vision?
What makes you think it was a vision? We were just doing karaoke.
Alles goed bedoeld.
It's just a therapy session.
Ja. Was
I
therapy
heard a
good?
vaguely humanoid shape.
You heard the start, the end.
Right there.
Yeah, you talk loud, so we hear it.
Plug your ears.
Well, I don't have those earplugs with me because they are over here.
I mean, I'm gonna know what you said anyways.
Don't do that.
What? I will watch back
It's
the
cheating.
stream.
It's cheating. It's like fun for him to have the thing that only he knows. You know everything.
So what happened?
Yeah.
Farah, you can hear us?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
great.
can unmute.
Well,
I mean,
So-
that's fine, but I always watch back the episodes.
Sure.
you'll get to taste the fruits of what
And I'm
happened.
not gonna skip past it.
Why?
Most of the time I'm doing stuff when listening to it.
Huh?
Can't read.
Chloe and Cherry. You wake up from a violent jerk as you are pulled out of your tent.
Whoa!
And within moments before you've ever even really woken up, you are 20, 30 feet up into the sky as George, what you see is 2 massive monkeys, giant apes, holding Zira and Utso as they jump into the into the trees. and begin to fuck off.
I knew this would happen!
At which point,
Oh,
Bess,
fuck.
Angie, and Bree wake up as well. And you think you're in a nightmare.
I knew this would happen.
Is this another one of your nightmares?
Yes!
Wait.
I have prophetic dreams, okay?
For those who were at the camp, Angie, Bree, and George, what are you doing in that instant? Are you going into the chase?
Go after them, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, definitely, I would have. I mean, whatever I would have, yeah. Definitely, why not?
Okay, in that case, I would like for everybody to roll for initiative as you guys are entering into a chase.
Well,
As well?
We're not chasing anything.
Yeah.
No, but you still get turns.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Otherwise, you
Nice.
just sit here and do nothing. That's also
Wow.
sad. I mean, you can choose to do nothing if you really don't want to. But...
I will roll with this
For the ease of
Oh,
this,
right,
let's not do think, but Bess does get one.
God damn it.
Okay, let's go.
25 to 20.
22 for Bree.
Wait, I need to... One sec. Starting the chase. Let's see. Distance that much. Lead pursuer.
It's such a shame that I didn't tell the viewers what my plan is with Bree and that I can't dash as the bonus section. It's a shame, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Everybody rolled for initiative. 25 to 20?
22.
Because the apes are... Because this is not... this is the... Not, it's the person who's closest. That's what the initiative means. So, you had 22?
Yeah.
You had something?
Yeah, Bess at 20.
Bess at 20. Okay, so... Bree, then Bess, closest to the monkeys. You guys are technically with the monkeys, but your turn will be at a later moment. 20 to 15.
18.
18. 15 and 10?
13.
13. And
Pretty good roll.
Hope. 10. You get. Yeah, you will react slowest. I mean, you were just finally getting into sleep. You just entered REM sleep.
I think I'm starting the same nightmare I was having.
I have an idea what I should do.
I don't.
If you have a way to...
Prophetic monkey dreams.
Okay.
I get
Mine are usually about the sea.
Get you back. I mean, it would work,
Hey,
right?
Bree, you're the lead pursuer. You're the closest one.
Yeah.
Schmecker.
Okay. Bess. That's George. Yeah, and Angie. Okay. Do you have the right music? Because I don't feel like I do.
Definitely not.
There we go. Yeah. Okay, so the apes start out at a distance of 40 feet away from the lead pursuer.
Time to use.
Let me get this right though.
Time to use escape.
Ending the chase. No, not there yet. Okay. First of all, Bree, I would like for you to roll a d20 for the complication for the person after you.
For Resurrect. Okay.
Yep.
That's a 10.
Okay.
Everything?
That will be their problem. What do you do?
Wait.
Wait, hold up. Sorry, no, monkeys have to roll for you because you follow the monkeys.
Oh, right.
Okay, let's see what that one is. You have no complication.
Oh, nice. So what can I do again?
Well, you're 40 feet away. They're about like 20, 30 feet up. And they're 40 feet away from, like, going away from you.
Okay.
And traveling pretty quick. And they have Zira and Utso both in a relatively sleeping state in their hands.
Yeah. Can I? So I can. I want to move, so get close
Okay.
to them.
So you use your movement, which
Yeah.
will be 25 feet.
Yeah.
I hit the wrong button.
Powering down.
There you go.
But I'm doubting if I should use a spell or should dash. So I'm putting up for counsel.
You can dash an amount. Hold up, there's rules
Whatever
for
you
this.
feel like.
I can polymorph into a giant ape, which
Yeah,
would
do
be
it.
pretty funny right
That
now.
would be fun.
Do it. Do the
Do that.
funny thing.
Yeah, but then you can only use one of your movements. Or you can only use your free movement.
What if you polymorph first and then?
Yeah, but I already said I moved.
Yeah.
So you're 25 feet closer, which brings you within
15 feet.
15 feet. Then you polymorph to a giant ape.
Yep.
Very well.
4.
And
And I'm
one second,
concentrating on
I'm
that.
thinking I'm missing something.
Just thinking.
Yeah, the amount of times you can dash. Oh yeah,
It's-
you can dash a number of times equal to 3 plus your Constitution modifier.
Yeah.
So that's how many times you can dash.
Damn,
Okay.
And now, from now on, I have monkey speed, right?
Yes, you do.
Monkey.
Nice.
Bess.
Yes. Yes, I am best.
What's Bess? First of all, what did you roll for the complication for Bess again?
10.
Bess. As Bess runs across an open area, 2 massive leaves snap shut. As they stumble into the opening of a huge Venus flytrap. I need them to make a DC something dexterity saving throw.
Ah, yes.
Do not get stuck in that. So they're like Breeze
That's
like
9.
Breeze like running, turns into a monkey, kind of like jumps over this area. Bess who's like really quick, like after that, but then suddenly 9
Yeah, that's a 9.
total.
Yeah.
There's like something wiggling inside that trap.
God damn it.
So that's where they start. Bess does suffer.
Six.
16 points of piercing damage. And 2 points of acid damage. But I'm pretty sure they're resistant.
Acid, right?
No, they're not. They don't take poison. I'm pretty sure they're resistant to acid. So
Yeah, they are.
16 points of piercing.
Okay.
And 1 point of acid in that case. And they are currently considered restrained and blinded. That's where Bess starts the chase. What does Bess do? Because this was apparently not that far away from you guys' camp.
Damn.
What if we camped here? That would have been funny.
That would have been so funny.
I mean, I'll probably use the cape to dimension door out of there.
Okay. Like just right outside to be safe.
A bit forward. but-
Okay, I would like for you to roll a d20 on an uneven number. There's something there. On an even number, there's not.
Like, can I still use my movement afterwards?
Yeah.
And how far were those monkeys away when?
40 feet.
Then I'm just outside of the.
Just outside. Okay. So Bess is outside. That's
Yeah.
their action.
And then
30 feet of movement.
run 30 feet.
Okay, so they get 30 feet closer, which gets into 10 feet. Okay. After Bess, Zira, you're like waking up. You think? And this is very familiar. As you're being kidnapped by giant monkeys.
I knew it! I knew this would happen!
It's sickening. Yeah, this does not help with your like being on a boat is bad. This is worse. This is so much worse.
First, as a free action, I'll barf.
Go for it. By the way, Bess will need to roll for a complication for the next person who's actually in the chase. Actually, make a Constitution saving throw. Let's see what you get. I'll say DC 17, or you throw up.
I will throw up. I roll a 16.
There's just a line of barf.
Okay.
What do you want to do? You're currently in the grasp of a monkey.
Monkey.
I can and I will.
They're not affected by a complication. They're not in the chase. They're not. If they break free and begin to chase, then yes.
I can and I will blink myself out of this.
You cast blink.
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine.
I will say, because you're being like held, just for the interest of the session, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check, because you have to like wiggle out and be able to cast the spell. I'll say a DC 15.
Yes, I'm very good
If you succeed on that, you get to blink out.
I rolled exactly a 15.
Okay, so you disappear 30 feet up in the air. The monkey suddenly like clutches and is confused. That's your turn because you're on the ethereal plane then.
Yes.
Or yeah, so that's your action. You can't do anything else. So, okay. In that case, after that, George, what's the complication of the best roll?
I rolled a 19.
19. No complication for George. George.
Nope.
How far away is George?
George is 40 feet away from the monkeys.
George wishes to do something he's never done before. But this is the best moment to do it. Seeing the one that zero sort of glitches, does George see that?
Make a perception check, I'll say. Because it is dark and they are pretty far away.
That's
That is in darkness. So that does make it a disadvantage even with dark vision. Dark vision gives you the option to see it.
regular old 18.
18. Okay.
That's the
I'll
same
say with an
thing.
18, yeah. You can kind of like see, you hear a faint, that is very faint, but you know that means zero. And then the monkey that kind of like, he swings, kind of like looking back, confused.
And the one that's holding Shara
It's still going.
cast animate objects on the tree that it's just sort of swinging to. As the tree just sort of goes alive and wants to tries to grapple or start
Okay, to try and restrain.
fighting with it.
Okay. Okay, animate objects.
That is funny as hell.
Does that give the creature stats in any way?
Yep.
Okay, I'll say that's a grapple check, so contested athletics
Yes. Probably.
against the giant ape.
Darn it! I need to not roll against objects.
And what'd you get?
It's only a. That's only a 9.
9. Yeah, it rolled pretty high and it has a pretty good bonus, bringing it to a 23. So that tree kind of like begins to wrap around the arm as it kind of swings and it just breaks it completely loose. Not restraining it in any way. That's your action. They're 40 feet away.
George will move, as will the tree start moving.
The tree can move.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the tree. Okay, wait,
It's
hold on.
probably not as fast.
Go
but
ahead and roll
it has
for-
30 feet normal movement.
Okay, go ahead and roll for the tree. An initiative.
The 3 is there now as well.
Yeah. You enter the tree into the chase.
Yeah. It's an 11 minus 2. So 9.
Okay, brings it before its roll, but after Angie. Alright, so George, go ahead and roll for the complication that Angie's gonna have to deal with.
7.
7. Angie,
Sounds like a complication.
Another fierce
before you get to
fight.
do whatever you want on your turn, 7.
Where you go?
7.
You blunder into a hunter's trap. A layer of grasses and leaves falls away, revealing a shallow hole filled with sharp bone and wooden spikes. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's a 6.
6 is a failure. You suffer. First of all, you suffer 2 points of piercing damage. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yes, no, 2 points. No. Yeah, wrong die. I was working on the wrong die. Okay, 1 point of piercing damage. I rolled lower.
Oh.
And you are restrained. That's where you start your turn. What do you want to do?
How far away am I from?
The monkeys?
Yes.
40 feet.
Then I'll still cast Wall of Fire in front of the ape who heads itself.
Okay, wall of fire does not have to come out from you, right?
No.
From a
No.
point.
Place it.
Yeah. Okay, so you create a wall of fire. I'll say. Okay, yeah, no, they'll have to. I'll say they'll have to go through the wall of fire, so having to take damage if they want to continue their chase on our normal route, or they would have to take a significant penalty to their movement speed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your
all I
action.
can do.
You are stuck, so you stay at 40 feet away.
Yeah.
George didn't move, right?
No.
Oh, did he?
But he could have, right?
He started moving. Oh no, he did move.
Yeah, okay.
He did move.
If he moves 25 feet closer to 40 feet, gives him to 50 feet distance. Okay, Angie, I would like for you to roll a d20 to see what complication you're going to give the tree.
Yeah.
Aside from the fucking wall of fire. 10.
The tree's like, hell no, I'm not gonna go through wall of fire.
Right,
Is
then.
it another Venus flytrap?
Another Venus flight slams across the tree, grabbing it by its legs.
Come on.
George?
I mean, that's a 10.
What?
Your
A
tree
large Venus flytrap grabs the bottom of your tree.
And the tree is huge, so you could grab a leg, I guess.
It has to make a...
It's a dex save.
Yep, a dexterity saving throw.
yes.
They're garbage
No,
for that.
There's
you don't,
also,
so.
for the record, there's also 50 or let's see, where's the tree? Okay, wait, hold on, the tree. I forgot, I didn't write the tree. How far is the tree from the monkeys?
Well, the tree's summoned
Here.
right next to the monkeys.
Next to them.
So
Yeah, okay, so that begins at a 0.
That's a pretty.
10 feet away from the tree, there's suddenly a wall of fire that was cast by Angie. But first, the Venus flytrap. What did he get?
2.
2. Okay.
4 minus
The
2.
Venus flytrap suffers, or not the sun.
The
Yeah.
Venus flytrap.
I would argue the Venus flytrap is the one
Okay,
suffering.
it suffers.
Yeah,
And
fair.
this tree was actually a poisonous tree.
9 points of piercing damage
Very well.
and 9 points of. Yeah, and 9 points of acid damage. 9 and 9.
That's it.
Yeah, so piercing and acid. And I will say it's not blinded, but it is restrained by it. That's the tree. That's where the tree starts its turn. What does the tree want to do?
Well, I guess. Would it still be sort of close to the monkeys technically?
Yeah, it'd still be close to the monkeys.
It will attempt another
Grapple?
restraint though.
Yeah.
It will want to like pull itself out of this trap.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check. Or athletics.
Um, 18.
18. The tree does, with its action, manage to pull itself free from the Venus flytrap.
And then it will remain in a chase, trying to keep up with the monkey.
Okay.
Its movement is 30 feet.
Yeah. Currently, it would be able to do that, but it would have to choose either to move at half its speed and go around the wall of fire, or go through the wall of fire.
Go through it.
What are the monkeys doing?
You're not sure
You're
yet.
Not sure yet. Tree does not like the fire, so let's admit it. The tree
Okay.
don't like fire, so he's gonna stay sort of behind it, but he's sort of walking around it.
Okay, so that means instead of its full movement, it only moves half of its movement.
Yeah, because it's a cat.
Yeah, so it's 15 feet ahead of the monkeys.
Yeah, it's fire. This tree doesn't like.
Okay. Then I would like for the tree to roll for the next complication, but that will be for the monkeys. As your turn, you're not suffering from any complications.
Whoa!
What do you want to do?
Oh, I wanna
Hi, Angie.
try and
It's a restraint.
I will rage as a bonus action and
Sure.
try to break free.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Just straight roll.
No, restraint does indeed. Don't know if it gives you disadvantage. Restraint. Disadvantage on attack rolls and dexterity saving throws, but not ability checks. No, so advantage.
Athletics, right?
Yep. Ooh.
24.
29. Natural 20.
Yeah, those guys are strong.
Yeah, strong monkeys. I rolled also a natural 20. So you're like, in the monkeys, that's your action. You're still in the hand of the monkeys.
Fucking monkeys.
Anything you can do with your bonus action? You can't use your movement.
I raged.
You raged, yep, okay. So you're still with the monkeys, but not free. You rolled with the monkey. What does the tree roll for the complication for the monkeys?
13.
13. 13 means no complication.
I thought it was a lucky number.
That's why it's no complication.
So the monkeys will.
And now you're all good.
The monkeys are gonna dash, and they are gonna go through the fire. They're at full hit points. They can handle it. They're quite above it. So Angie.
Dexterity saving throw, DC 18.
Okay, let's see. The one that used to be holding Zira rolls a dexterity save 17. The one holding Shara is a 10. Chara will also have to roll. Let's see.
Yeah, she has disadvantage on those, right?
Yep.
But straight roll, since she's raging.
No, dexterity saving throw. That's just always. They don't have to be raging for that. For danger scenes.
Oh right, danger sense.
So yeah, both of them take damage.
That's 21 points for fire damage.
21 points of fire damage. Very well. Char will also have to make that when she's back. They will then, however, use their full action to move and dash, giving them 80 feet. Getting them to 112 or to 120 away. Changes 80. Bree to be 95 feet away. Zira to be 80 feet away. Chara is with them. Bess is 90 feet away. George is 5. Angie, you didn't move because you were stuck. You're 120 feet away. And the tree, let's see, 80 minus 15, 65 feet away. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as the monkey that's holding you is dragging you through wall of fire.
Ah.
That is a disadvantage because
So straight.
straight roll for you.
It's a 18.
18. Angie's 18 is success? Okay,
Yeah.
so you take half damage.
So you take half of 21.
And you are raging, so that becomes 10 to 5. So you suffer 5 points of fire damage.
Oh, I'm still 3 digits.
Now the monkeys will roll for a complication for Bree. That is an 18, no complication. Bree, what do you want to do? You are a giant monkey. You are
Yeah.
95 feet away from the other monkeys.
I'm gonna rage.
As monkey?
Oh, rage, I mean dash. Sorry,
Right,
I was trying to say dash, but I just...
So a monkey with its constitution modifier can dash 7 times, just so you keep track of that. Yeah, so, okay, if you use your action to dash,
Yeah.
you get within 15 feet again. You get 80 feet on them, which is as much as they went.
I think you can catch up.
Yeah, if I put... how does that work with those charges? Is it like I can use an action to do it?
No,
or-
whenever you dash,
Yeah,
like you can only dash 7 times. That's it. So you
Yeah.
dashed once, now you can do 6 times.
okay. Right,
That's it.
so it's one for the actions. That
Yeah.
you can keep
One for a dash.
Yeah, okay.
That's your action. Unless there's a bonus action you have as a monkey that you can use,
So,
then that's all you do.
Yep.
I would like for you to roll for the complication for the next person. That's right. We'll have
That's
to deal.
natural 20.
Natural 20, no complication. Bess
great.
is right outside. Bess is currently 90 feet away from the monkeys. Yes, because the monkey, it was 10 feet, and then the monkeys dashed. 40 feet, doubling to 80. And so far.
Bez will cast Hold Monster.
Which one? Bess can't see which one, the same way that George can, so I would like for Bess to make
sure.
a perception check if he wants to see that one of them is not holding Zira.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
It is a
that I
disadvantage
just
because
made that
dark vision
roll.
doesn't. There's no light here.
It's even more shit.
That's a 6.
6. Bess is not sure of which one. So either which one you think Bess would go for, or maybe just have it go to a dice roll.
Do the dice roll.
Dice roll.
Okay, even numbers or which one? Or higher and lower.
Even numbers are the left one, and uneven
Well, just say
numbers are mine.
Zira's or yours. I think that's clear from me.
Yeah, so even numbers are mine.
Uneven numbers are Zira's. Go for it.
That's 5, so.
Uneven number, that's Zira's. So to that monkey, hold monster. We'll have to make a wisdom save, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. 18.
That makes it.
Okay. It is not paralyzed. Rolled a 17. Pretty good. That's their action.
Yep.
What else?
Run for.
Run another
Okay.
30 feet.
I can't charge, right? Or dash.
No, because you use your action.
Yeah.
It's just like a combat round.
Yeah.
So best runs, getting them 60 feet away from the monkeys. Okay, I would like for you to roll for the next complication. As Zira. First of all,
Falling out of the sky!
you go falling out of the sky. You do fall. You can go. You were 30 feet up. You can go 20 or 10 feet down, but that will still have you fall 20 feet. That happens at the start of your turn, so you suffer 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
I can take that.
As you.
I'm not gonna use a reaction for that to cast Featherfall.
Sure.
It's
What's the complication?
18.
18. No complication. So, aside from the fact that you fell from the sky and slammed into the ground, you are at the moment, because you would be 80 feet back. You are 80 feet away from the monkeys,
Okay, well.
and you're prone on the ground. What do you want to do?
Well, I will stand up.
That helps. That's half your movement, though.
I will bonus action dancing moves,
Okay.
and I will start using the rest of my movement and dash.
Okay. So that's 15 feet of or how much movement does that give you?
10 more.
So 10 more. So that gets you from 15 to 25 plus your dash of 30. Or no, plus your dash of 40. So that's 40 plus 25 for a total of 65.
Yes.
65 closer. You were 80, so that brings you to 15.
Yes.
Yes. So you're 15 feet away from the monkeys.
I am.
I would like for you to roll. Yes. With your monkey. She's running.
Yep.
So she's like...
5.
5. Okay.
I'm sorry, George.
So I'm like, and she's
George,
Yep.
I'm just,
running up.
I'm just really fast, kobold.
as you are running,
I know.
dust and leaves stirred up by the chase impede your vision. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Are you good?
I've been rolling really shit, so it's only a 9.
9. 9 is
Okay, maybe
not
this
great.
guy.
No, I'm not gonna
So
jeopardize it.
as you're like running after them, suddenly Zira appears, falls, and fucking like Looney Tunes disappears. A cloud of smoke, like dirt and leaves just like appear. You run through that. You become blinded for the turn, and your speed is halved. What do you want to do? You are at the moment 95 feet away from the monkeys.
I don't think there's literally anything I can do.
So there's a roadrunner kobold. Another kobold just running. There's a giant monkey and a blind dwarf.
That's pretty sums up the situation, yeah.
I am Speedy Gonzales. I mean, I am the same size as Speedy Gonzales.
Zero comes out.
All I can do is. That's just literally nothing.
Okay, your movement is half, so that brings you to a total with a dash would be 50. So you then get 25 feet. So you can get 25 feet closer. Is that what you want to
Hey,
do?
that's your normal.
Yeah, I guess, but I can't do anything.
Okay. So you get 25
No,
feet
no,
closer,
next
bringing
turn.
you to 70 feet distance from them. And at the end of your turn, next turn, you will no longer be blinded. But I would like for you to roll for the next complication as Angie.
Yeah.
Wait, no, don't worry about it. Angie is still stuck in a trap.
No, yeah.
So that one does nothing. Angie, you're stuck in a trap. You are
Yes.
120 feet away from the monkeys. What do you do?
I want to break free.
Okay, I need you to make a strength check.
To break free.
Oh, fuck the 8. That's 8.
8. You suffer 2 points of piercing damage, and you remain stuck.
Damn,
Do
that
I
sucks.
see nothing? Am I
You're in
completely?
You're in a pit, I think.
You can see a little bit from your like camp, but everybody ran into the darkness, so you don't see much. No.
Fuck.
You have a bonus action if you want to do
wait.
anything.
No, I can't do anything.
I am getting a play at the end.
So,
Okay.
so that's my turn.
Okay. You kind of like Back to the Future just disappeared.
That's also how I'll return.
Okay, Angie,
That's
I would like
fine.
for you to roll a d20.
10 feet closer.
Oh, now it's good. 18.
18, very well. George, your tree has no complication. What does the tree
Go
do?
tree.
Closes it.
It is 65 feet away.
Moves 30 feet closer.
Okay,
Will it dash?
35 feet.
I mean, there's no point in dashing. Like, I'll get close and then they'll just move further away.
That is true.
But I can't do anything else, so it has to dash and then can't do anything because it has no ranges.
It does not.
Do you want to like specifically get within range to maybe be able to do anything with an opportunity attack? I'll allow it.
Well, technically I wouldn't be able to, unless its reach is 10 feet. I don't think it actually...
I feel like a tree should
Yeah,
have
it's-
that.
Oh,
I feel like a tree should have a reach.
What's the stat block of a tree?
Well,
I don't know how-
Animate objects has
That's
its
the
own.
thing, it has its own... So it doesn't... Probably doesn't have that.
Wait, no, hold up. Pursuer overtakes a quarry when he moves into its space. He can then use a bonus action to attempt to grapple the creature. That's a possibility.
So the tree could have attempted a bonus action.
Yes, as a
grapple
bonus
the
action
last
grapple.
time as well, actually.
Yeah, apparently.
Technically.
But we found it now. So, what does it do?
Can attempt to grapple it.
Okay, so it gets within 0 feet range or 5 feet range?
Technically 5
Yeah, so, it has to enter its space, so it has to be in 0 distance. And then...
0 feet.
Yeah, and then it can use a bonus action to try and grapple. You were familiar with one? Yeah, you did know that the other one didn't hold. So, yeah, you can go after the one that's holding Utsil. Go ahead and make an athletics check. That would be.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's not great.
A lot better.
I rolled a 14. No,
21.
sorry, 15. 15.
21.
15. Okay, so the other monkey, the monkey that's holding you, is being grappled now. So,
Just get whiplash from that.
yeah.
This tree beard tries to help you.
Alright. I would like for the tree to roll, or you don't get a complication, or go ahead and roll for the tree, but that's for the monkeys. What do you want to do? As suddenly a tree runs up behind you and just grabs the monkey.
I want to try and break free again.
Okay.
Wait. I could.
You didn't suffer damage, nor...
I did suffer damage.
You did?
Yeah, from the wall of fire.
Right, so your rage stays up. Okay, what do you want to do?
Try and break free.
Go ahead and make an athletics check. I'll make one too. I will really put.
That is shit.
That's so shit.
What'd you get?
I got 16.
I rolled a 2, which is an 11.
That's better.
Better than 16?
No, 16's better.
Yeah, you got
I
16.
rolled a 7.
Alright, so you manage to break free. You begin to fall.
Oh.
At the start of your next turn, you're gonna fall.
Can
Yeah?
the tree... Well...
It would have to give up its grapple of the
technically,
monkey.
Yeah.
Top of the
Then
round.
it would be holding you, which maybe is decent. I don't know. Holding one.
I'm not gonna fight me anymore.
This tree is...
They just tried to kidnap us.
The tree is doing fighting work.
And they're already running away, so you
If
know.
they're running away, like, it's just
Why were they kidnapping us is the question.
Alright, the monkey's
bring us to
turn
that
though.
Monkey over
One of the monkeys is being grappled by a tree, but first go ahead and roll for the complication, what they run into.
It's 15.
15 is no complication. The one that's being grappled is going to use his action to try and break free, so make an athletics check with your tree. 8, okay. It rolled a 17, plus a bonus, so it breaks free, but it doesn't have its quarry anymore. The other one does also not move, which creates both of them kind of fall to the ground, which will very quickly go through the rounds. They will stay there. Bree, do you move closer?
Yep.
You get then within range of them. Basrak is 60 feet away, so with a dash he can also get closer. Zira, you can get closer and appear again. George, you're 70 feet away. What do you do?
I move my 25 feet.
You don't dash?
No dash.
Okay, so 25 feet from 70 brings you to 45 feet.
I will... No, because my tree's still up. And it seems to be sort of fine. So actually, I will dash.
You will dash. Okay, another 25 feet gets you to 20 feet away from the monkeys. Angie, you're 120 feet away.
I want to break free.
Make an make an athletics check. And the tree is with the apes.
10.
10? 10 does not break you free, so you stay at 120 feet.
I was 15 feet away from them, right?
You are 15, yes. So...
Kidnap me.
Bring us to their monkey overlords. If you...
So, quickly turn this one. Okay. Turn this a little bit.
What the fuck?
We'll set it better up for next week, but...
Yeah.
So, first of all, there's a one monkey. By the way, sorry.
There's 3 monkeys.
Yeah, because we went through the whole thing, we do get to your turn. You do fall 30 feet. You land prone in front of that monkey. You suffer 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 points of bludgeoning damage, half to 4. I don't have that many apes.
You don't.
Why not? So, one ape. This is the other ape.
Tell me there's a third ape.
Yep.
Yeah, that's me.
We have, okay, so Utzel, you're
I put it
there,
on
prone.
Yep.
There's a tree. So the tree is there,
I
grappling
am Groot.
the monkey. Just to get this all set up correctly. Monkey. Okay, let's see. Zira, you're... okay, wait, hold up. Bree, I have here that you're 80 feet away, but you can dash here within 5 feet. Where do you want to be? You're within 5 feet, you can be...
Yeah, and I'm also
You can be up to
huge.
5 feet within the monkeys.
I want to be up to 5 feet.
You want to right next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
the best I got, sorry.
Is that the same backpack from the halflings we burned?
No, that was on the middle one had the halflings in it. But yes, this is from the same. Yes.
Oh, this is so funny.
Let's see. Zira,
It does
you're
have a
within
halfling
15
inside of
feet.
it, technically.
Yes.
Or you can choose to be anywhere, but you can't be any. Let's see, 15 feet. So that's. Let's see, that monkey, so 5, 10, 15. You can be no closer than here. So this line, anywhere there, you can be.
Well, apparently that one was holding me.
Yes, this one.
So when I dropped, I just ran a straight line basically.
Right, so you're 15 feet away from this one.
Yeah.
There, but you are not currently there, right?
No, I would
You would
blink.
appear at this.
In my turn, I would appear, and I could have chosen to appear closer.
Yes. Do you want to do that? Or well, we'll put this ring here. This is where you are at the start of your turn. can then appear to-
I feel like I'm safe there.
Okay. Well, at the start of your turn, you will be able to choose. That's when we will re-roll initiative then. Let's see, Zira, Utzel, we got you. Bess is 60 feet away.
I honestly I so much love that I just Back to the Future again.
Bess is
The
60
dust
feet
cloud
away.
that just disappears.
So it's
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So anywhere there can Bess be. Where's Bess?
I feel like
Can-
blocking line of sight with that monkey behind the tree.
So here?
Yeah.
Very well. let's see. After Bess, we got George. You're
case it
up to
throws
20
you
feet
off.
away, so that means 5, 10, 15, 20. So there, anywhere.
Behind the tree.
Behind, you're close to your tree. Okay.
Your tree or like random tree?
Let's see. This tree, you're
It's
20
Bess'
feet.
tree.
So here, there.
Joff 3.
Yes. Okay. And then we have.
Your tree.
Well, let's have Fink with
Tree Diddy.
Bess. Fink is technically faster,
I like
so we'll put
tree
Fink
Diddy.
there. Angie is
Fine.
Angie's 120 feet away that way, and Bree is
In a trap.
currently a monkey.
Good trap.
So,
So don't forget to make her restrained.
right, Angie is restrained.
And I'm concentrating on code.
Yes. Anybody else concentrating on anything?
Yes.
I'm concentrating on a tree.
Concentrating on being thrown.
Okay.
I'm concentrating
Technically,
on
wall
being
of
Speedy
fire.
Gonzalez.
Oh yeah.
I really hope you drop that. Otherwise, everybody's gonna have to make a check.
I dropped that. Yeah.
Okay.
Not the
And
tree
you're
that we walked
concentrating,
around.
so there we go.
The tree that we walked around.
You should put one around him.
Because it like on fire.
Oh yeah, right. You're
Concentrating on being a giant monkey, but
the giant woman.
I can also change it from monkey to woman.
a woman.
No,
Giant woman.
you're still monkey.
If that's the new
Jesus.
meaning, I am going with.
Monkey is holding it.
No, it just happens to be that we're like with way more monkeys now. So this is where we'll pick up next week,
So next time I should turn Polymorph into a giant eagle.
if you want to, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't know how many fights that more there are going to be with giant monkeys. So next week we're going to be picking up here. Probably depending on whether or not Best plays along. There's one thing that we'd have to do before then, but yep, this is what we're going to be picking up next week. So with that, thank you for coming out and suffering through our technical difficulties. Thank you for suffering through the same thing, Vera. And thank you for watching, whether you did that here on Twitch or later on YouTube, and maybe when it isn't cutting out every now and again. We'll be back again next week, hopefully with everything working from the start and the internet being a little better. We'll have to see. Thank you for coming out, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!